What is up, my archfiends of chaos? Your king of the night, Vincent Valentine EX Turk. I just cued the music, and I'm gonna get ready to talk about the tier list for each character. Now, if you don't see your character on the top thing, it's because these are what tournament officials and tournament, players have played that helped them win the tournaments. And so don't get offended if your character's not on any of these lists. I'm just gonna be reading the list that I see on the air. It's called it's called GameKinney.com. I'll put the link description below so you can see the tier list. So let's start with the top tier, which is the S tier characters, which is the best character overall in the situations of solo or team play. A is great in circumstances. B is less useful, pretty much just characters for fan service. So let's get started with the S-type characters. Garland, Vanguard, which makes sense because if you really think about it, sure, Garland is slow, but it makes up for his speed because his HP attack can one shot you once he reaches his numbers high, and even if he doesn't, it can still do half health damage just regular out as it is, and he hits pretty heavy. He's like, again, he's like more of a Broly, Iron Tiger, or Zangief type of character where he's just big and uses his big, body, well, in this case, big armor to actually overpower. So even though he's slow, he's still one of the strongest characters, and that's not because Christopher Sabat has paid me to say this. I really mean it. He's actually really good. I've actually played with Garland on a couple of other ones. The second one is Cloud Strife, which, not surprised. I mean, Cloud Strife is everyone's favorite Final Fantasy hero, so obviously Cloud Strife is going to get... and plus, Cloud Strife is like Sephiroth, but way faster. If you want a Sephiroth playstyle like you got, but faster, Cloud Strife is actually your man. Plus, beginners can actually play Cloud Strife and actually win a few good tournaments. So Cloud Strife is recommended for both beginners and pro players, just on the easy play style that Cloud Strife has. Now, Warrior of Light, Vanguard, just like Garland, except he's actually a faster version of Garland, so he doesn't hit as hard, but his overall thing is his speed. And fourth is my character I use, Sephiroth, which makes sense. And Sephiroth is easy for you to use, both pro and beginners, both noobs and both beginners and both pros can play Sephiroth really well. If you can play Cloud really well, you play Sephiroth, because Sephiroth has the reverse style of Cloud, so you just gotta have to learn how to play in reverse. Besides the fact the character is left-handed, but that's just a character fact I want to add in. But nonetheless, it's just, the point is you have to play reverse of what Cloud is in order to play a good Sephiroth. So so let me go ahead and change the music a little bit. So we can keep this persistent. But yeah, Sephiroth is really good and easy to use for a Vanguard. He's a little slower than Cloud, but again, remember, he's a reverse of Cloud, so think of Cloud Strife but reverse. Now, we're going to get to Ace, Marksman. Should I really go into how he's a tier character? I mean, one-shot fire AR, or at least do a lot of damage without a bravery break. Enough to almost get you incapacitated inside the matches. Ace already, and then Ace is super fast, and he can dodge attacks really well, so it's like, that's really not more of a question if he's good or not. He is. And you're not gonna believe the one after that, Lightning. Should we have to talk about Lightning and her razor gaze spam? Should we have to talk about that? I've already addressed it 5 times in streams and videos already. I've made so many videos talking about the same thing. So I'm not going to talk about the same thing. We all know Lightning's going to be a tier character based off the fact that, you know, she spams. Now, don't get me wrong. Lightning mains may be garbage, but not all of them. I think there's good Lightning. I have hope that there's good Lightning mains out there who play her character right and use every single attack she has and not just razor gaze. So, moving on, we're going to be looking at Kayn. Well, assassin type characters are very fast. They're they have a huge they're very fast, so Vanguards are a disadvantage with assassins, so I think, Kayn's pretty fast from what I've seen, and his drag and drop jump at you could really do some damage. Which, next one is Tidus, which Tidus, he's not just only an assassin, but Tidus, I played with Tidus a couple of times. Tidus is really good. Like, don't underestimate, don't Xanarkin's boy, Xanark and Abe's boy, Tidus. Tidus is actually really good and fast. Even though he's not one of the serious characters, he's really good. Like, and I played with real good Tidus mains before. There's not one trash Tidus main I've ever fought or played with. And I played with Tidus himself, so I know how his stuff works. Vaughn, a specialist, yeah. Vaughn's kind of spammy a little bit, but if you know how to play him and you're not a trash Vaughn, then Vaughn's a good character to play for the tournaments. Considering Vaughn could do a lot. He could even change his HP attacks already in the match, so that's pretty good. Bart's, yeah, only pro players really play Bart's. If you play Bart's, you really know what you're doing. Even though not a lot of people like Bart's because it's but Bart's, most people who play Bart's knows for a fact of his capabilities. Like Bart's mains, they're professional players most likely. I have not met one garbage Bart's at all. As a matter of fact, I've only met nothing but good Bart's over my journey of online raid matches. So I really got to agree with that. So we're gonna get to the A tier characters, and then probably leave it there. So I'm just gonna name off names and not explain everything. Cecil Vanguard, yes. Cloud Darkness, yes. Furion, yes. Teir, yes. Yushitola, yes. Kefka, yes. Shantoto, yes. Kuja, yes. Noctis, somewhat. I think if you have him with a Vanguard and a Marksman in your team, or at least have him with another conjunction of another assassin, like I always have Lightning and Noctis together, then yeah, then it's good. But you gotta have at least one assassin. If it's 2 Vanguards and 1 Noctis, then you're at a disadvantage. So, if you're gonna play Noctis in your party, at least have 1 Marksman or at least another assassin. So Squall, yes. Zidane, yes. X-Death. Believe it or not, Team Ninja has actually helped X-Death. Team Ninja has fixed X-Death. He has fixed X-Death. So X-Death is good now. He's really good now. Matter of fact, I played with him a couple of times. I even played him on the recent stream I had. So he's really good. They buffed him up really good. So I hope they don't ever nerf X-Death, because this is the only time you see X-Death doing good in any Dissidia game. This is actually one I could say I'm proud of, because they actually fixed X-Death. Now he's not just more than just a decoration. He's actually an established character, even in the fighting game tournament realm. So that's good. Good on you, Team Ninja. Onion Knight, so depending on who you play. And the B tier list is these are the lowest ranking characters in any tournament is Emperor, which obviously it is. Anyone can easily kill the Emperor. Ultimecia, well, it depends on the circumstances with Ultimecia. Golbez, same thing. It depends on the situation with Golbez. Jack, so. Ramza, if you know how to play a good Ramza, then probably not. I've seen people who play good Ramza, so I'm not gonna agree with the Ramza thing, because I've seen some good Ramzas. Okay, I've seen some pretty good Ramzas, so I'm not gonna really I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna hate on that. So these are actually the tier list characters. I'll link the stuff below. So, and I'll even use the thumbnail. So let me get on there. I'm gonna even use the thumbnail right here. So you know which site is. May the crystal be with you, and check out gameskinny.com for this list. And may the crystal be with you. I stream from at King of the Night 57 on Twitch, so keep your eyes out for that. And may the crystal be with you.